standing with the moon directly in front of me, coincidentally. And then to my left, there's a truck. Isn't that cool? Okay, we're back. Here we have a truck somebody left behind for the weekend. Which means, I don't know, maybe they're still in there. It's a whopping... I don't know where we're at now for temperature. There's a thermometer on the fucking... The weather app is not accurate because I'm on a mountain. I'm highly elevated, nestled in the mountains. But there is a thermometer in one of these windows over back yonder that way. All my imaginary animals that I pretend that I'm caring for are doing well. All the animals that I really care for have frozen to death. If you guys want big ups in the chat, if you guys want to see the frozen skunk up the road. Remember that skunk that I fed? He froze to death, along with another skunk. Here we have the new private property no trespassing sign, specifically for, you guessed it, the police. They've put up these new signs. But I have permission to be here. It's just there's a couple employees that aren't happy with me. But I've talked to them and they're still not happy with me. But it's not terrible because the owner of the place still likes me. Because she doesn't know me. It seems everyone that gets to know me wants to sleep with me. And they become obsessive monsters. Disgusting obsessive monsters all day, every day. So I'm caretaking these grounds. I sort of own everywhere that I go. I keep it under lockdown. Here we have a designated smoking area I'm going to hide in to take a piss. And we're going to check for smokes, but I'm not going to smoke them. But when you see a can like this, you always have to check, because sometimes people will leave their entire pack of cigarettes on accident, because you know what? Cigarette smokers aren't very fucking smart. I hate you. I hate my mom. I hate my mom. Sometimes I don't know, somebody needs to punch her. I found a place to piss. Cave Junction, Oregon. Okay, the piss. I would rate this piss a 5 out of 10 because I'm not really feeling the warmth of the piss. When I can feel the warmth of the piss and it feels euphoric. As it like I feel it in my bladder being emptied. But I haven't had a six-pack in a long time, so I don't really get those feelings anymore. Life is just kind of like a dull ache. But there's a method to my madness, you fucking cuck. What's this, a giant metal apparatus with poles and axles, but no wheels? This is where that guy cornered me the other... Was it like a week ago? 2 weeks ago now? He said, I will lie to the police. There's police all over this area. You better get out of here. And I was like, I just talked to you 5 minutes ago in the store, and you were very kind and friendly. And then he followed me out of the store to be a bitch. Why were you so two-faced, man? So, I'm not gonna go down that way. We're about 1,412 hours of watch time away from me being able to get any money through the YouTube app. I have no I could offer services, man. I could do a show. I could do a call-in show. That'd be dope. I have a separate phone number. That I go live with the phone number, and you can call in to be on the air. We could do it on Discord too. A Discord call-in show. So yeah, I understand that most of you are watching because you want to see me fail, and you're like hanging on the edge of your seat, waiting to see what happens next. Here we are at 133 Gallery Lane. Most of my people that watch the content are haters. And I'll never understand it. Actually, I'm starting to understand it. Isn't that crazy, guys? In spirituality, they call them monitoring spirits. They're people that are specifically designed just to watch you. And they want to copy what you do because they literally can't create the things that you can. So I have lots and lots of monitoring spirits. And there is a method to my madness as long as I can find some way to gain income. And I'm not sure how to do it. I can't, I've applied everywhere. It's to the point I need to leave town. There's nowhere to work. I've tried everywhere. I'm astral projecting through my mind to find all the different places. And I've been everywhere. In the past 4 months, there's nowhere. I've ran through Randolph. I've ran through Central Montpelier. I've ran through Morristown now, in Morrisville. I ran through Hyde Park. So now I have to go to Johnson. I even tried Hannaford's. Price drop, the overnight stock. They've got no love for someone that refuses to wash his hair. Go fuck your mother. We're going to my tent. In the nighttime, I'm taking you all to my tent. Cringe trees. Cringe road. Little bit of a road for today. Guys, I'm coming close to I've watched I think 25 in the past week. I've watched 25 hours of Urban Rescue Ranch content of just him saying cringe for today. Cringe turtle for today. A little bit of turtle for today. Cringe the baby. And I can't get enough of it. That's all I like to watch now. I don't care for Smosh anymore. I don't care for gaming videos. I don't care for tarot readers anymore. All I like to watch now is Urban Rescue Ranch videos of the baby, the kangaroo. That's all I find any enjoyment in anymore. I don't even want to work out. I don't even want a girlfriend anymore. I don't care about money. I hope it's coming. I'm no longer screaming out to God to give me justice for all the horrible things that have happened to me. I just watch some guy on the internet go, cringe the baby for today. And I'm just waiting to die while the world is ending. I don't really even think about my legacy much anymore. I try to write, and when I go to write, the crows show up because they respond to my electromagnetic frequency, and they come to literally steal my spiritual Bitcoin. I know, so say there is some type of spiritual government, and there's a benevolent person like Jesus watching over you. He watches over you, watch me, tell you that it feels like I'm being raped every morning. I relive horrifying, traumatic experiences every day, pretty much every moment of my day, and I'm slowly fighting against it and breaking through and overcoming things that have driven veterans to suicide. And I've experienced them vividly, and I still get up every day. And then Jesus is watching you, sitting in your house, just watching. I'm pretty sure you make him sick. But I don't know, I'm not Jesus, so who am I to judge? Cringe. But I'll tell you, I said I don't care about tarot readers. I had one that got recommended today, and it was called Crawling Your Way Through Hell. And I watched it, and it was one of those ones where, it's for me. Oh God, the cringe mouse got into my stuff today. I hope he doesn't make a fucking nest in my nice coat. Cringe mouse for today. Maybe he'll eat my barbecue sauce off this. Well, I came here for this. Cringe mouse for today. I don't need any of this stuff. I'm out of propane, so I can't come back here. I don't want to come back here until the morning, when I might come back for a notebook. And then I've got my service renews on the 27th. So I have to have $50 by the 27th. I have 13 in food stamps, and I have $57. So I'm going to try the McDonald's method again, where I go to McDonald's and put the code in and try to give me some free snacks all the time and see if they really care. Cringe for today. So we have what I want. I don't think you guys understand what it's like to really be an empath and have obsessive narcissist leeches. How much mental fortitude it took to not respond violently when given the opportunity after what they did. And I would be really angry if we got to the end of the journey and found out that there's no such thing as divine justice. There's no such thing as anything. I'd be real mad. And I would have wished I went back and killed them. I might even restart the simulation again and just up the spiritual support factor to increase the probability of my understanding at an earlier age that there would be no such thing as divine justice, and it's okay to act violently. It's been going on for millions of years, supposedly. Look at what the Catholics did. The Catholics raped and tortured billions of people just to say, that's wrong, you shouldn't do that. So it only applies to the people that they conquered and raped. To say, no more conquering and rape, that's wrong. Jesus says no, but we can do it, and that's fine. Cringe religion for today. Nobody joined the chat, so I'm not going to continue talking. This is my living situation for today. Cringe living situation for today. Fuck, I left the heater on. Okay. So I'm going to get the snow off the blanket. Cringe snowing today. Then we're going to, I'm going to call this a cringe walk-in update for today. Oh shit, I should get my secondary snack. Look. Cringe fries for today. Now we're going to put the fries in here. And we're going to grab this. Then we're going to, dude, I'd be wrestling against the friction of this foam mattress like I'm Khabib Nurmagomedov. I've watched all the Conor and Khabib fights. That dude rocked. Cowboy Cerrone. That dude rocked Jose Aldo. You think Conor really knocked out Jose Aldo and Cerrone? Or you think he was just paid to for the UFC? Or you think it's all a stage? Cringe UFC for today. Okay, so this is frozen, so it's cutting my hand open. Okay, I'm setting up this. Then we see, there's my blood, guys. I'm bleeding because the ice just shredded my finger open. Cringe blood for today. Okay, now we lay down. Lay back. Little with the wave cap. Okay. Then we readjust. God, I wish I had made better decisions with my money. When I had it. Okay. Now we do this. Now, I'm using my knee against the wall to hold the tarp in place, and this holds it up so I have room. Then I move it. I get into position like so. So my head is against this bar, which is really uncomfortable, but what can you do? You know, beggars can't be choosers, right? I'm grateful I'm off the ground, and I have this foam mattress pad that was just given to me by the grace of God. And then we use my cringe little heater for today, which I do like so, because, and this is very important, guys, if the heater has anything blocking it, there's a little sensor that when it gets too hot, it short circuits and it stops, and you have to wait for it to cool down and then start back up again. If there's something behind it, it will fuck up the fan blades and it will stop. In most other heaters, before like 2020, they would just keep going until they fried, and that's why we had a lot of short circuits on the electricity. I think, I don't know for sure, but I heard it on the internet. So watch this. My farts smell like GMO cows in pain, screaming. Cringe torture today. Cringe homunculi for today. So now I have the heat that goes to my hands. Then I'll probably work in some way to try to fix my neck placement so I'm inside, my face is heated as well, by moving the tarp. To the outside, I have no idea how I look, but now I can sit here and watch my wildlife rehab videos. Cringe winter for this month.
when I have a second phone, this one will be running at all times, and I can watch my cringe videos for today on my second one. Then I want to pull up and dip bar, which costs about 110 in the woods. I was gonna ask my mom if she really wanted to get me something for Christmas for a cringe character for today. I wanted an ancestry.com test to figure out what I am for real. But I looked it up and they're horribly inaccurate. And the general consensus of the world is that they just look at your picture and your last name and they do a quick Google search with AI and they just take a guess. So I'd rather have a pull-up and dip bar. The van got sold, but there's an even cooler van for $4,000. If I had $5,000, Owen Cook would let me work with him, which would mean I could probably become a motivational speaker within 6 months. I just want land in a valley, on a mountain, in a mountain range, but not like, it's probably preferably Vermont. And then I want that to be making enough money that I never have to pay property taxes again. It'll just pay for itself somehow with like microgreens or urban farming. And then I want to put my family there once they've suffered enough to never be the way they are again. And once they deserve to leave their horrible lives that I'm sure they've settled into, then they can go onto my property. If not, I don't give a fuck if Ariana or Jesse becomes the breadwinner of the family. They never sat down and asked me a question. They never tried to talk to me. None of them. How many people in the house? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None of them had ever asked me a single question in my fucking life. My goddamn motherfucking life. Cringe, mucus in my nose today. So, we're probably all gonna die. What's going on with those drones, everybody? Why are there drones hovering over the entire country? What are they preparing for? Why are there ethereal jellyfish in the sky? And UFOs. Why is our president a severely old man that's a Freemason pedophile? I don't know. I just want a guitar. I don't know. It's the winter solstice, guys. Take care.